Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to One Concussed Broad Healing. I am Pam, and if you are dealing with dizziness, balance issues, or feeling of being unsteady after your concussion or brain injury, you are in the right place. Today, we're delving into a topic that might just help you get back on your feet. Literally. We're talking about vestibular therapy. What is it? Do you need it? And how can it help you with balance and dizziness after a concussion? So, what is vestibular therapy? Perhaps you have been recommended to have this type of therapy or you've come across it in your research. So, let's talk about it in simple terms. It's a type of physical therapy that focuses on improving your balance, coordination, and eye movement. It's designed to treat issues related to your vestibular system, which is part of your inner ear and brain that controls balance and spatial awareness. So after a concussion or any kind of injury to your brain, your vestibular system can get disrupted. That's when you may start feeling dizzy, have trouble focusing your eyes, or even experience things like nausea or a sense of imbalance. I know, I personally experienced all of those. So, vestibular therapy works by helping to retrain your brain to process balance signals correctly again. So now the big question is, do you need vestibular therapy? If you've been struggling with dizziness and balance problems for more than a few weeks after your concussion, and you find it hard to walk without feeling unsteady, you may benefit from seeing a physical therapist that specializes in vestibular therapy rehabilitation. Some common signs that you might need can include feeling dizzy or lightheaded when you move your head, trouble with balance, especially when walking or standing still, frequent headaches or the feeling of pressure in your head, and nausea or vertigo triggered by certain movements or environments. So how can vestibular therapy help? It's all about retraining your brain and body to work together to restore balance. A vestibular therapist will guide you through specific exercises designed to improve your gaze stability, so helping you to focus on objects without getting dizzy, strengthen muscles that support balance and coordination, teach you strategies to manage dizziness and vertigo safely, and desensitize your body to movements that might trigger dizziness. By gradually reintroducing certain movements and situations, vestibular therapy helps to recalibrate your brain's response to balance cues. So if you decide to try vestibular therapy, here's what you might expect. The process typically starts with an assessment by a therapist who will evaluate your symptoms, your posture, and how your eyes and head respond to different movements. Based on that assessment, they will create a custom therapy plan for you. The exercises themselves are often simple at first, but may get more challenging as you progress. You might do exercises that involve head movement, eye exercise, and even balance exercises while walking. Don't worry, it's not about pushing yourself too hard. It's about a gradual, safe process. So I'm going to share a little bit of my experience with you. My second physiotherapist team included vestibular therapy. And so I remember on that first assessment, there was a lot of testing my posture, my balance, how my eyes moved and reacted. And from there, my therapist came up with homework for me to do. So stuff that we would do while we were together there, and then exercises that I had to do while I was at home. So some of those exercises involved my eyes, and I had a stick that would help train my eyes to move appropriately. I had different balancing exercises that I had to practice and do. So each time that I would come in and meet with my physiotherapist team, we would reevaluate. Not a full assessment like the first time, but we would reevaluate how the exercises have been going, how I've been feeling, any changes I noticed. So it may be helpful for you to keep a journal, because with brain injury and concussion, memory recall, or especially like having to recall stuff while I'm being asked questions, was something that was super challenging for me. So a journal was very helpful so that I could communicate with my therapist, my progress. Sometimes that meant changing up the exercises, and sometimes it meant that we decided to continue the exercises I was doing for another couple weeks. So if you're dealing with balance issues or dizziness after your injury, vestibular therapy could be an essential part of your recovery process. It may not. It's not always easy, but with the right guidance and persistence, you can regain your balance and get back to living your life. Again, vestibular therapy had a place and a time in my recovery journey where it was helpful to me. But what was helpful to me may not be helpful to you. And again, always make sure that you are getting your advice from somebody that is a professional, that is trained, because you don't want to cause more damage. You don't want to be spending your time doing exercises that aren't actually going to be beneficial to your individual recovery. Okay, so I hope this video might have cleared up some things a bit. If you think vestibular therapy might be right for you, don't hesitate to talk to a specialist or whoever is leading your recovery, professional-wise. I referred to them as my recovery team, so that they can help guide you. As always, remember to take it slow, and remember that healing isn't linear. It's a journey, but be kind to yourself and move forward. If you found this video helpful, please consider hitting that like, subscribe, and share button, and hopefully that it will help reach other people that need some recovery tips. As always, I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be talking about vision therapy. So already lost my train of thought. So tomorrow I will be talking about vision therapy. So consider coming back and checking out that video. As always, I appreciate your support, and I wish you nothing but the very best in your recovery. Have a blessed day.